Madhava Astotra Satasri Śrīmad Divine Grace Avacharnarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramsa Parivrajkacharya Astotra Satasri Śrīmad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Kunj Bihari Gopi Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Jai Rajabhumi Vrindavan Dham ki Jai Mathura Dham ki Jai Navdeep Mayapur Dham ki Jai Purushottam Kshetra Jagannathpuri Dham ki Jai Shri Kurukshetra Dham ki Jai Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai ki Jai वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की भक्ति देवी की श्री श्री देव सुदन मंदिर की Dear most merciful Lordship Shri Shri Radha Kunj Bihari ki Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki Shri Shri Srinath Ji Bala Gopal Giri Govardhan ki Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai Gaur Premanande All Gaurishta Sambhul
Hare Krishna.
All Gaurishta Sambhul
Hare Krishna.
All Gaurishta Sambhul
Hare Krishna.
All Gaurishta Lord Spirit of Shri Guru and Gaur ki Hare Krishna. Welcome you all to the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam morning class. So today we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 15. The Pandavas retired timely. Today we are going to see text 6. So let us start with invocation prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye
Yogina
Yasya Kshana Viyogena
Loko hi apriya darshana
Loko hi apriya darshana
Uktina rahito hi isha
Uktena rahito yesa
Murtakyate yasta
Mritakaha prochyate. Try. Yasya kshana viyogena Loka hi apriya darshana Uktena rahito hi esa Mritakaha prochyate yatha. So let's go word by word. Yasya, whose, kshana, a moment, viyogena, by separation, loka, all the universes, he, certainly, apriya darshana, everything appears unfavorable, uktena, by life, rahita, being devoid of, he, certainly, esha, all these bodies, mritakaha, dead bodies, prochyate, are designated, yata, as it were. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. Translation: I have just lost him whose separation for a moment would render all the universes unfavorable and void, like bodies without life. Please repeat. I have just lost him whose separation for a moment would render all the universes unfavorable and void like bodies without life. Perfect. Factually, for a living being, there is no one dearer than the Lord. The Lord expands himself by innumerable parts and parcels as Swamsha and Vibhinnamsha. Paramatma is Swamsha, part of the Lord, whereas the Vibhinnamsha parts are the living beings. As the living being is the important factor in the material body, for without the living being, the material body has no value. Similarly, without Paramatma, the living being has no status quo. Similarly, Brahman or Paramatma has no locus standi without the Supreme Lord Krishna. This is thoroughly explained in the Bhagavad-gītā. They are all interlinked with one another or interdependent factors. Thus, in the ultimate issue, the Lord is the summum bonum and therefore the vital principle of everything. Om Ajnānatimirandasya Jnānāñjana-śalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Shri Radha Kunja Ki Jai. So, Hare Krishna. Welcome back to Shrimadbhagavatam morning class. So, yesterday we have seen how Arjuna revealed like, O King, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari, who treated me exactly like an intimate friend, has left me alone. Thus, my astounding power, which astonished even the demigods, is no longer with me. So he was admitting that Krishna, Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, has disappeared from this world. And today, he's been a little elaborating on that and in a very grief mode. So he was saying, I have just lost him, whose separation for a moment would render all the universes unfavorable and void, like bodies without life. So without Krishna, everything becomes void. So this verse reveals one of the deepest truths of spiritual life. Krishna is the life of our life. It's when connection with Him is forgotten, everything becomes dry, colorless and meaningless. There is no meaning if there is no connection between us and Krishna. And Arjuna is not lamenting for some ordinary separation of his friend. He is experiencing the pain of separation from the Supreme Lord Himself, His eternal friend, guide, protector, and His very life also. And this verse is spoken after Supreme Lord Shri Krishna's disappearance from this world. And Arjuna returns from Dwaraka broken-hearted. His strength, confidence, brilliance and enthusiasm are all gone. And yesterday we have seen who is the source of all this. Krishna is the source. And from Krishna he got this all the opulences, all his protection, everything he got from Krishna. So without Krishna, the whole universe itself appears dead. So today we will see why Krishna is the real life of everything and the danger of forgetting Krishna and how to bring Krishna back to the center of life, the practical way. So first comes first is why Krishna is the real life of everything. Like Arjuna is not saying like, oh, I lost a friend, or I lost a king, or I lost a relative. He says, I lost the very principle of my existence, which is the essence of this purport. And Śrīla Prabhupāda mainly stresses on this philosophical point, is like, body has value because of the soul only, as it is mentioned here, as the living being is important factor in the material body. For without the living being, the material body has no value, just a dead body. Like if you see a dead body, who would care for the dead body? But if the soul is present, everyone would be like, oh, what should I do for you? What should I do for you? And everyone will come to us, will ask for what you want, and everything cares for us. So, what is the difference of that dead body and the living being? It's the spirit soul, right? As soon as the spirit soul left the body, it becomes like just a dead matter of flesh and bones. So, the soul has meaning because of Paramatma. Even the soul, which is living entity, has its meaning, significance due to presence of Paramatma. If Paramatma leaves the body, then even the soul also has to leave the body and it has to go to another body. So eventually, the soul has to leave the body, and also it becomes dead matter of flesh and bones. So Paramatma and Brahman find their complete shelter in Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Everything in this universe, everything in this material world, and even every one of us got connected to Krishna in one or the other way. And upon rendering sincere devotional service and following all the devotional steps in our 9 devotional steps of process, one may at last or penultimate stage, they could understand what is the relation between me and Krishna. So, without Krishna, nothing has stability, no meaning, no beauty, or no satisfaction among living beings. And in Bhagavad-gītā, Krishna says like, Mamayvamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Every living being is an eternal part of Krishna. Just as when a leaf disconnected from the tree dries up, the soul disconnected from Krishna also gets sufferings after sufferings in this material world. So many times Prabhupada has mentioned, Śrīla Prabhupāda has mentioned this analogy, like taking a fish out of water. A fish which is residing nicely in its own habitat, water, even if you just take it out and place it on a golden throne, providing all the food and everything, but still it can't survive. Why? Its natural habitat is in water, and it's well suited to live in water itself. If you just take out fish for a few moments also, it cannot survive. It faces a lot of tribulation and then it leaves the body. So, because its natural environment is water. Similarly, the soul's natural environment is in loving service of Krishna. We are eternal servants of Krishna. Without that connection, we develop anxiety, emptiness, confusion, and also dissatisfaction among us. So, why was Arjuna invincible earlier? Because the presence of Krishna with him. He has the direct association of Krishna. Bhishma could not defeat him, Karna could not defeat him, and massive armies could not even touch him, could not even destroy him. But once Krishna had left this world, Arjuna lost all his power, confidence, brilliance. And this gives us a main principle that our strength is not our own strength, but it is a borrowed strength. It is given by Krishna. So everything comes from Krishna. And sometimes we think like, oh, I am successful because of my intelligence, because of my talent. I achieved this by my own power. But Arjuna teaches us humility. Everything comes from Krishna. Intelligence, health, opportunity, memory, talent. Everything that you experience in this material world is just given to you by Krishna. And in the Bhagavad-gītā, chapter 15, text 15, Krishna says like, Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Krishna says, from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. And in the same sloka it has been revealed like Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannimisto. I am seated in everyone's heart as Paramatma, as super soul. Even though we left him like, oh Krishna, I want to be served, I want to be enjoyed, I want to be like bossy over me. So we left him and we came to this material world, but still he is so merciful, he is so kind to every one of us. And he came with us as Paramatma. And he reveals himself in the Bhagavad-gītā in the chapter of 15, the Science of Supreme. So he says like, I am seated in everyone's heart as Paramatma, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, forgetfulness, and Vedaisya sarva mahavema vedyo. So from the Vedas, the ultimate source that you have to be know is like me. The ultimate destination from Vedas also is me. So that is very important, like how do we understand Krishna? Like, he is the source of everything and he is the cause of all causes. From him comes everything. Whatever slightest experience that you had, that is being given a boon or benediction from Krishna himself. Without the sanction of Krishna, nothing you could enjoy in this material world. No, you can't even breathe also. So, next we're gonna see like, what is the danger if we forget Krishna? The danger of forgetting Krishna. As we observe in the modern society today, due to rapid advancement in technology, wide range of entertainment, luxury, social media, comfort, yet sometimes many people feel lonely, anxious, depressed, and spiritually empty. Why is the reason for it? Just because material progress cannot nourish the soul. It is not the food for the soul. How much ever you feed the soul, how much ever you take comfort, luxury, entertainment, social media, it doesn't even feed the soul a little bit also. But if you try to chant the holy names of Krishna, if you start serving Krishna, then slowly the soul is being fed and eventually it is getting nourished. Slowly it is getting purified. Your heart is getting purified. As we have seen the analogy of a decorated dead body. A dead body may be well dressed, decorated, perfumed, but still the life is absent. It cannot even move a little distance also by itself. Similarly, a civilization without spiritual consciousness may appear advanced externally, but internally it becomes lifeless and useless. Because, see, this world itself is temporary. So how long would that be lasting? Would it be lasting forever? It just may last for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, 40 years. And after that, eventually one day or other, we have to leave this body, we have to leave this world. But if you take your little steps towards building our spiritual path towards Krishna, that doesn't last. That doesn't go anywhere and that doesn't go in vain. It carries out into your next life also. You could continue that path. So see how wonderful it is. Just carrying forward, like whatever you have done in this lifetime, you just have to continue from next life. And if you are successful in this lifetime in getting back to Godhead, that's an amazing thing. So it's very important in that. And even in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught that the soul's eternal identity is Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. The constitutional position of the soul is eternal servant of Krishna. When we forget this identity, confusion begins. And also there is a lot of chaos and anxieties, and also there is like, you don't know the purpose of your life and you misled it in a sense gratificatory thing and eventually end up in the cycle of birth and death again and again, in the loop of birth and death. So every day, like almost every day, we charge our electronic devices like phones, laptops, or smart watches, everything. But how often do we recharge our soul, which is the prime thing in our body? Without it body itself cannot move. The soul becomes spiritually drained when it get disconnected from chanting, hearing, association and service. The soul should always get connected to all these processes like chanting, hearing, association of devotees and service of Krishna, so that it will be slowly getting its nourishments. Just see, observe when you are moving in a garden, just observe if you planted a tree a few days back and you stopped watering it. What happens after a few days? The leaves gets dried up and eventually the entire plant gets dried up and it loses its life also. So similarly, our soul should also get nourishment regularly, not on one day I will do chanting and rest of the week I don't do chanting. It's not like that. You do whatever rounds you are continue and continue with, try to be attentive and also try to be consistent with whatever number of rounds that you have committed, and slowly eventually you can increase it one by one. And there is a very wonderful story from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. In the upcoming cantos, we're going to see the story of Gajendra, who was a powerful elephant. But when it once attacked by crocodile, his family could not save him, his strength could not save him, his material ability also failed. The only thing that rescued him at that moment is the surrender to the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. So similarly, in our critical moments of life, only spiritual connection gives shelter. No material connection may give you permanent shelter. But if you take shelter of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna's lotus feet, then wherever you are, in whatever situation it might be, you might be feeling difficulty for some short period of time, but eventually Krishna will protect you for sure. And we see example of Dhritarashtra also in previous chapters, how he spent life attaching to politics and kingdom affairs and power, family prestige, but eventually everything got vanished. One day or other, this world is all temporary. This world has tendency to get annihilated, destroyed. So this world cannot provide permanent shelter. When there is the possibility of destruction, why would anyone be taking the shelter in this world? We just have to get out of this world and get back to our original home, spiritual abode of Krishna, and try to make endeavors to go into the path of back home, back to Godhead. So Arjuna's pain is actually spiritual perfection, because he loved Krishna so deeply that separation from him became unbearable. Material attachment causes bondage, but spiritual attachment to Krishna causes purification. It purifies our heart and it liberates us from this material world. One may think oh, then we have to renounce everything. No, the goal is not artificial renunciation. The goal is keeping Krishna in center. Whatever activities you do, keep Krishna as center and as Krishna's prime focus. Okay, if you are doing job, do. But whatever you get at the end of the day, paycheck, out of which you can contribute some of your Lakshmi or some of your wealth to the service of Krishna or in the service of his pure devotees, so that Krishna will be pleased, and then that job or whatever you are doing, the occupation, it is not material now, because you are using the fruits of it in the service of Krishna. So you are offering the results to Krishna, so there is no bondage also. So then work becomes devotional, family becomes spiritualized, and our life becomes meaningful. And next comes is how to bring Krishna. now this question arises. Oh, okay, you are asking to keep Krishna in center, like how to keep Krishna like center of our life. So, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam does not merely diagnose the problem, but it gives the cure. The cure is reviving our forgotten relationship with Krishna. And the process given by our Acharya Śrīla Prabhupāda is very simple but very powerful. Starting from hearing about Krishna, Shravanam, chanting his holy names, Kirtanam, associate with the devotees, honoring prasadam, and serve sincerely with your heart. These all essential things will revive your spiritual life, and you will observe how you progress in your spiritual path. And there might be some obstacles, but by the mercy of Krishna and Guru, you will be able to cross over it. And even one of the famous analogy in this context is like, imagine if you are heating an iron rod. An iron rod is placed in fire, gradually becomes fiery. Like after continuously keeping that iron rod for long and long time in the fire, after once you take out, you could observe that iron rod at the end in which you kept the fire, it turns into red. So whatever comes into contact with that part, it turns into ashes. So simply that is also getting fire. So we also, our body which is so material, but if we try to engage in a devotional service constantly, regularly, in the association of devotees, slowly our body also gets spiritualized. Even in this material world also, it gets spiritualized. In just due to the devotional service of Krishna and also continuously remembering Krishna, chanting Krishna's names. The heart becomes purified, enthusiasm awakens, and spiritual happiness develops. So these are the symptoms that you can experience slowly, step by step, gradually, when you constantly engage in devotional service. And people nowadays, they search for happiness in entertainment, intoxication, relationships, achievements. But even though they get some little pleasure, but that doesn't last forever. It lasts for a few hours, and then again one problem comes. And again, if you try to find solution, after that one more problem comes. Like that, problem after problem, problem after problem. But in terms of spiritual happiness, it is higher. Spiritual happiness is higher and lasting. It is of higher taste than material happiness, and it is permanent. It is eternal. It stays with you, the happiness. So we have to take a serious step in chanting the holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Through which this chanting reconnects the soul with Krishna. And even when we remember the Mahābhārata, when Queen Draupadi was in great trouble, she tried out of her own strength, social protection and human solutions, but nothing worked to get out of her trouble. The moment she fully cried out like, "Hey Krishna, Govinda," then the Lord immediately protected her with the supply of unlimited sari. So, lesson here is, Krishna becomes fully present when we sincerely depend on him. So, it's upon us that we take his shelter or not, whether we depend sincerely upon his lotus feet and constantly we engage in his service or not. It's upon us. And one may question okay, how can we remember Krishna daily? What are the practical things that can be possible? So the possible practices can be morning prayers, like what we observe in the morning arti, like Mangalarti, Guru Puja, and Darshanarti. And also after Mangalarti we perform Japa in Brahma Muhurta, which is so auspicious. And reading Bhagavad-gītā, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and offering food offering bhoga to Krishna that is been given as prasadam to us, and attending satsanga like sadhu sangha, kirtan fest, and many other programs, and bhakti vriksha programs, and hearing kirtans and also engaging in chanting while traveling from one place to other, so that your heart gets purified and you try to remember Krishna through his pastimes or through his transcendental leelas. So small sincere practices transform consciousness slowly, step by step. Like if you are often frequently traveling from one place to other, so one time you can try like, okay, let me hear kirtan for some time. If you are traveling for 3 hours, okay, let me hear the kirtan for half an hour or 1 hour initially. So later you can do other things, but initially if you do that, you will experience some blissfulness. Oh Krishna. Yeah. Eventually, like involuntarily you will remember about Krishna. Oh Krishna, I went to temple on the other day, it was very nice kirtan. So, or else you could keep one nice lecture in your own preferable language, and which is like due to our modern technology, many lectures are available in social media like YouTube. So you can hear in whatever language you are comfortable in. So, and because while hearing, not only you get information like about knowing about Krishna's pastimes, but also you are simultaneously you are remembering Krishna. So hearing Shravanam and also Vishnu Smaranam, both are being done simultaneously. So it's very important that we just try to take little steps, one step at a time, and try to be consistent in that steps. And Krishna doesn't leave us. Even we forget him, but he doesn't stay away from us. He's like the sun. Even if we close our eyes, the sun still exists. Right? Bhakti means reopening our spiritual vision. It's connecting our path to Krishna, back to home. So, through this verse, we understand without Krishna, success feels empty. Relationships feel incomplete. Achievements has no meaning. Because Krishna is the life and soul for us. And he is the center of all existence. And this verse perfectly reminds us that just as the body without soul is lifeless, life without Krishna consciousness becomes spiritually empty, void. But the beautiful hope of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the connection can always be revived through bhakti, which is very easy process when compared to other yoga processes. So let us all take this bhakti, process of bhakti very seriously. And I would like to conclude this class by stating few takeaways. Krishna is the real source of life. Everything derives meaning and vitality from him. Material success alone cannot satisfy the soul. The soul longs for eternal spiritual connection because its nature is to be happy, Satchidananda. So it always seeks happiness. So why do we give like temporary happiness? Let us give eternal happiness, permanent happiness to the soul. And separation from Krishna creates inner emptiness, like modern anxiety, dissatisfaction ultimately arise from spiritual forgetfulness. And bhakti reawakens real happiness. Hearing, chanting, association, service will eventually reconnect us back to Krishna. And dependence on Krishna is a great strength. It's not weakness. Arjuna's humility teaches that all powers come from the Lord himself. So, by this takeaways, I would like to conclude today's class. And if you have any questions, comments, realizations, thank you. Thanks for your valuable time.
Thanks for that.
That's great. That's very nice.
So, hopefully, we'll all take the opportunity whenever possible. We have to be ready to engage service or ready to chant the holy names of Krishna. And try best to allocate your good time, quality of good quality time to Krishna, so that our path to Krishna, back to home, back to Godhead is rest assured. So, thank you. Thanks everyone. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Śrīla Prabhupāda ki, Hare Krishna.